We are at the Kia exhibit at the 2023 Auto Expo, and this is the Kia EV9 concept. Now, it's not a new concept, it's already been shown at the LA Motor Show, but it makes its India debut here. It's here for the Indian audience. So I'm going to quickly run you through what this concept is all about. It is one of the largest representations of Hyundai and Kia's eGMP or Electric Global Modular Platform. That long wheelbase, it measures almost 3.1 meters. The vehicle measures almost 5 meters. So yes, it's natural for a lot of you to draw comparisons of this vehicle with the Range Rover. In fact, that's the kind of sizing that they are looking at. That's the kind of footprint that they want to enter in. So yes, so this is the EV9. It uses a 77 kilowatt hour battery pack, very similar to the EV6. Like I said, this is based on the eGMP platform. That's the same as the Ioniq and the Kia EV6. And this battery pack also supports up to 350 kilowatt charging, which means within minutes you can go from 10 to 80% on this battery pack. Of course, this is a concept vehicle, which is why you see no B-pillars, rear hinge doors, these flared arches, really huge wheels right here. So all of that, now these are 22-inch wheels, by the way. So all of that is likely to be toned down, watered down to a large extent when this vehicle goes into production. But yes, this vehicle is definitely going into production. Now, let me draw your attention to the inside. I hope it is visible if I am, yeah. So it's visible to you. There are 3 rows of seating, and the middle row can lay completely flat, and the front row where the driver and the co-passenger sit, those particular seats can be completely rotated, swiveled, so that you face the rear seats, the third row that you see here, for a lounge-like arrangement with a completely flat floor in between. And there you can also see that it's got 2 screens, 2 seamless screens. Or rather, it's looking like one large seamless screen from here. That's the infotainment plus the instrumentation, and then there is also the flat bottom steering wheel that I'll try and draw your attention to from here. There you go. That's a spokeless steering wheel that you see inside. And then you don't have rear view mirrors, you have cameras in place of that. That's the steering for you. There you go. It's still picking up a lot of reflections, but yeah, you get a fair idea of what the cabin looks like. So yeah, that is the EV9. Like the Ioniq or the Kia EV6, it will be available with a dual motor setup. So there will be a rear wheel drive as the base model, and then there'll be an all-wheel drive with that dual motor setup with a motor on each axle. Now, there isn't much information on the kind of performance that it offers. That is likely to be revealed closer to production, but yes, this will enter production, and I believe they're looking at a timeline where they want the production vehicle to be out on the road by 2024. So it shouldn't be too far, but this is what the EV9 concept is all about. And now we will move to the other vehicle that we have on the Kia show floor, the white vehicle that you see there. You might already know this vehicle. This is the new Carnival that has been launched globally. It's codenamed KA4, and because they don't want to create any confusion, it is called the KA4 here on the show floor. There's also a chance that if everything goes well, if they decide to launch this vehicle, they might make it coexist with the current Carnival, because this particular model, it's got different seating options. So they've locked the doors here, so we don't know exactly what the seating configuration here is. I think it's an 8-seater if I'm not wrong, but 8-seater, 9-seater, 11-seater configurations are possible with this new platform, and they are probably thinking of making the two vehicles coexist with each other. The current Carnival will continue to do business in its particular price bracket, and this will be placed higher, and maybe there the 9 and 11 seater configurations might come in. So there are 3 petrol engines on offer globally. You have power ratings from 200 all the way up to 300 PS, and there's also a diesel on offer, 200 PS diesel on offer. So there's a 2-liter petrol, there's a 3.5-liter petrol, and then there is the 2.2 diesel as well, if I get my numbers right. So like I said, it's possible to make this vehicle in different seating configurations. There's also conference seating that's available with this vehicle globally. So Hyundai and Kia will sort of discuss what kind of seating configuration to do for this car in India. Whether Hyundai will also do something similar in India is something that remains to be seen. But Kia, of course, is at the top of their game as far as the MPVs go. Like for example, the Carnival has already been ruling its own segment in a way. It's proven that there can be a good competitor to the Innova, and in fact even be better than the Innova in a lot of respects, and that has been proven already. And lower down, the Carens has already sold in big numbers, and it isn't hard to see why. It's a very well spec'd vehicle, quite a few engine options, very comfortable. So it's all working in its favor. The Carens has been received rather well too. So they want to continue leading that MPV game, and here what you see is the PBV, or the Kia purpose built vehicles, right? So here they have shown 2 representations of the Carens. One is a police vehicle and the other is an ambulance. So these are emergency vehicles. You can see that with the extending lights, and you can see the dash cam. You can see the larger rear view mirror. Otherwise, it's the same Carens that we know. You can also see an iPad mounted there. That's also the lights in action. Could you do that one more time? Could you extend that once more, please? There you go. So similarly, there is also an ambulance application of the Carens that has been showcased out here. Let me show you that car as well. So that's the ambulance application right there. So the good bit about this is it not only proves that the Carens can be used for emergency applications like these, but also the good thing is that this will be made by Kia for the authorities or for hospitals, emergency services that might need these kind of vehicles, right? So these are just 2 interpretations of what's possible, and this will be done by the factory. This will be done by Kia themselves. So you can, whoever is interested can place an order directly with Kia. It's not a dealer level modification, or it's not a dealer level fitment. So that's the beauty of it. So like I said, MPVs are the big game for Kia right now, and this is another interpretation of what they can do to maintain that lead. Let me know, what do you think about Kia's exhibit here at the Auto Expo? Of course, there are other vehicles as well, like the EV6 is right here. But let me know, what do you think about the 3 vehicles that I showed you, the EV9 concept, the KA4 or the new Carnival, and these 2 Carens models. Which one was your favorite? Did you expect anything more out here? I was hoping to see the new Seltos right here. Unfortunately, that's not here. But I hope that they make a decision on this Carnival very soon. I hope it comes to India real soon, and I'm definitely waiting to see the EV9 enter production. I'm intrigued to see what it will look like in its final production form. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions about any of these Kia models, do put them in the comment section below, and we'll try to answer them as soon as possible. Take care and drive safe.